What's good? What's good? This is Mr. Funny Man 100. Ain't nothing funny, man, and I definitely always keep it 100. Haven't done a video in a while. I'm trying to get back into it. Just very busy, the new house and all, my job. But let's get right into it. I don't know if you see my old videos in the past. Yes, I always talk about LeBron. In this video, I'm going to talk about more LeBron and basketball and stuff like that. Now, let's talk about this whole GOAT thing because let's just get it out the way early. This whole GOAT thing has been blown out of proportion, crazy. I know it's going to be a lot of people who think I'm hating. Like, who are you? You don't watch basketball. Just to put it out there, I've been watching basketball straight up since 1992. All right? Yes, that's not a whole lot compared to somebody who's in their 50s or 60s, but I'm 40, and I've been watching basketball since 1992. So I talk about players in my era, all right? So I could talk about the Jordan, and the Kobe, and the Kevin Garnett's, and the Allen Iversons and stuff like that. I don't go to Magic and Bird and stuff because I didn't really see them. I stick to my era. The Curry, the Durant, the T-Macs, the Yao Mings, whatever, Shaq, all that stuff. So I've seen Jordan play. I've seen LeBron play. I saw LeBron's whole career. I saw Kobe's whole career. I've seen a lot of basketball players' whole career. LeBron is not the GOAT. I'm sorry to break it to you. He is not the GOAT. And please, yes, he passed Kareem. You know what? I give LeBron a lot of slack a lot of times. I give him a little clap for that. But that doesn't make him the GOAT. All right? Longevity has a lot to do with that. All right? I'm not wishing any kind of injury on no player. He could have easily tweaked his ankle last year, tweaked it this year. All right, I don't know. He's very fortunate to play injury free, which is good. That's a good thing. All right, that's a good thing. But imagine other players who gets to play injured free. If my man Kobe got to play injured free, he suffered from a lot of injuries early on. All right, he suffered from a lot of injuries early on. Season-ending injuries, all right? All right? So, all right, he got it, but let's not go overboard, all right? Yes, playing 20 years and you're able to play injury-free at a good level. There's nothing wrong with that. So I give him that. But does that make him the GOAT? No. It didn't make Kareem the GOAT. How come nobody was saying Kareem was the GOAT? So if it didn't make Kareem the GOAT, and didn't make Kareem better than Jordan, because nobody was saying that, maybe a small, a tiny handful of people. But let's be real, it was Jordan. You got to put everything in perspective that Jordan did. As much as I am a Kobe fan, I still have him under Jordan because I also put in the rings to it. You LeBron fans don't like to add rings. I don't know why. Y'all think 4 is good enough. All right, but when you break down how Jordan got his rings and how LeBron got his rings, huge difference. Jordan could have teamed up with Magic and Bird and got 8, 10 rings, but it was a different mentality back then. They didn't do all that. LeBron, in this era, with all these teams, which I've never seen before, this NBA with the, trading this player, taking them back and it's not just LeBron, but since LeBron is the face of the NBA, I do mention him with all this, I want this player. Well, whatever happened to this is my squad? That's why I give Kobe credit. After Shaq left, a lot of Kobe haters were saying Kobe ain't going to win no more. That's it. He only won because of Shaq. He ain't winning. He proved to go to the finals 3 more times and get 2 more chips with the squad he was given. It wasn't the best squad in the world, but it was a good squad. It was good enough. Why isn't for LeBron, his players are never good enough? He's always a superstar and an all-star, plus great key players and role players and bench players and shooters. All that has to happen. The NBA definitely created a monster. And he ain't the only one. But like I said, since he's the face of the NBA, and everyone wants to call him, most people want to call him the GOAT. That's why I'm mentioning him. And this is why he's not the GOAT. Because he created his teams to get rings. If he would have stayed in Cleveland the first time and never left and got 1 ring, I would have respected that. So the respect level's down for LeBron. There's no respect. The same thing for Kevin Durant. I like Kevin Durant, but him leaving and chasing rings and going over, the respect drops. You're a nice player. I think Kevin Durant's a better player, better scorer than LeBron and shooter than LeBron. All right, but I have to put him in that same category of chasing chips. I don't like that. Now, Curry, you want to think about it, has as many rings as LeBron did without running. He did it with the team he had. He did it before KD. He got 2 with KD, but then KD left, and they did it again without KD. So that goes to show he's a real winner without leaving. All right? Think about it. He could go anywhere. He could join any team. Any team, make them automatically better with his shooting ability and get multiple rings. Greek Freak, he chose to stay. And he said it. Anybody could just leave and get rings. I'm staying here, right? I'm staying here in Milwaukee, and I'm going to get a championship. And he did. And I respect that one ring he got more than any of the one LeBron got. And more than any of the 2 KD got. Why? Because he stood on with his team, with the team he had, Middleton, who was like injury prone, and he didn't really have Middleton for the most of the season, but a player he grew with. Like everybody, who's Middleton? He came out of nowhere. If LeBron had that mentality, I would respect that, and I wouldn't criticize him as much. But I criticize him, like I said, he's the face of the NBA. Everybody wants to call him the GOAT, but they don't want to break down what he did to get those rings. All right. Now, everybody wants to talk about, well, Jordan had Pippen. Okay, Jordan had Rodman. Y'all do realize, yes, he had Pippen for all of his rings. You do realize that even before Rodman, he still won 3. Yes, with Pippen. All right? Don't forget, Pippen, as a rookie, averaged 7 points. Don't forget, throughout his career, he had a lot of injuries. There was one season he missed 38 games. All right? He missed 38 games. They still won that year. Jordan just picked up the pace. Yo, all right, cool coach, you coming in. Pippen's hurt. Let's go. Let's do this. And did it and won games with cool coach. That's what it is. When you're a player like Jordan, who could dominate the game like that, it doesn't matter who you playing with, basically. As long as you're good and consistent. Same thing with Kobe. Shaq left. He got a bunch of bums, but he got a good, consistent Gasol. He got a good, decent Bynum. They weren't superstars. Gasol, I would say, is a decent all-star at best. To say he's a superstar, no, he's not a superstar. He didn't even average 20 points. I don't know if y'all realize that. He did not average 20 points. You want to talk about Miami? When LeBron went to Miami, you had D. Wade, who was a top 3 shooting guard, averaging over 20 points. You had Bosh, who was a top 5 power forward, and who could spread the floor and shoot threes. And then you also had Ray Allen, top 3 3-pointer at the time. Shooter, 3-point shooter. That's crazy right there. To say that's not a superstar team, elite team put together, that's crazy. And they still lost. That's what you got to put too. They still lost to the Mavericks. Do I got to say that again? They still lost to the Mavericks. After you say you're going to win about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rings, I'm sorry. That's why this GOAT debate has to stop already. It has to stop. Enough. I know these kids today that are 18 and I never saw Jordan play. The Last Dance came out. Watch it. Learn something. All right? See where his will and his fight and the ability for him to win came from. And yes, he had Pippen. I know you guys are going to just keep saying, he had Pippen. Oh my God, he had Pippen. Y'all just talking about one player. But when you talk about LeBron, you talk about, he had Wade. He had Ray Allen. He had Bosh. He had Irving. I'm not even talking about Irving. When he went back to Cleveland, then y'all thought, oh, he's the GOAT because he went back to Cleveland. He had Irving, who was a top 5 point guard at the time. All right? Scoring right there with LeBron. They scoring, averaging damn near the same thing. Hit the biggest shot, probably one of the biggest shots in finals history to beat the Warriors. They didn't get any credit for that. All right? Plus had Kevin Love, who came from Minnesota, averaging like 17 and averaging 25 and 10 easy, getting 15 rebounds, 30 points. And Kyle Clover, a 3-point specialist. And that's another team you create. Then you go to LA, lose in LA. You get AD, a crazy superstar who's a big, who could spread the floor and do it all. And that bubble championship, I'm sorry. Y'all want to count that? Y'all want to count that? I mean, basketball's basketball, game is a game, you got to play, but all right. That was his 4th ring. And for people to say that made him the GOAT too, this is my thing about LeBron fans. Whatever he does, he's the GOAT. Whatever he does, he's the GOAT. All right? When he won his 1st ring, oh my God, he's the GOAT. When he went back to Cleveland, he's the GOAT. When he it goes to show if Jordan, like I said, could have hopped on team with superstars and won. Kobe hopped on teams with superstars. Kobe could have went to Dallas, played with Dirk. They would have won easily. They would have won. All right. He could have went to the Rockets, played with Yao Ming, and they would have won. He could have hopped on any team, added superstars. They're gonna win. They're gonna win. Greek could do that right now with just about any team that has another superstar and good role players. They're gonna win. All right. They're gonna win. So to give someone credit for that, like, oh, look at any team he goes to, they win. Any team he goes to and creates superstars, they win. It's not like he did what Jordan did and came back and played for the Wizards, a bum team, and then they didn't make the playoffs. It's not like he did that. Oh, let me play with these young guys and help them. That's what Jordan wanted to do. So for a lot of people to say, oh, look at Jordan, how he looked in this, when he was 40 and when he was 39 playing with the Wizards, he ain't looking like LeBron. Not for nothing, that Wizards team with Jordan had a better record than the Lakers last year with the superstars that LeBron created, with the AD. And I forgot to even mention Dwight Howard when they won with, another superstar he added. And, and Melo, they had Melo and didn't do nothing, though, last year with him. Westbrook, he adds a lot of people to his team. But anyway, last year's Lakers team had a worse record than that Wizards team with Jordan. I don't know if y'all realize that. So, but Jordan, people want to talk about that Jordan. Oh, he didn't do nothing. He could have went to any team that year and came back and added to his resume with more rings. Could have got 7, maybe 8 rings if he went to one of those, superstar teams back then. But no, he chose to just come back just for the heck of it. And let me just come back, out of retirement again, whatever. And just play with the Wizards, So let's stop this GOAT talk, He's not the GOAT. If he ever gets 6 rings, which we pretty much all know he won't. You get 6 rings, now let's talk. Now the conversation should happen. I don't know why this conversation has been happening for the last 10 years, 7 years. I don't know. But you didn't even pass Kobe yet in rings. I'm sorry. Rings is a big part of it. And for those that say, oh, it was all Shaq. Kobe wasn't on that team, Shaq ain't getting a ring. Shaq was on the team, Kobe won. They were a great duo. They grew together. Kobe came in as a rookie, all right, off the bench. He wasn't a superstar franchise player automatically. He grew into what he became, and I respect that. All right? They grew together. LeBron doesn't know how to grow with anybody. He doesn't grow with players. Look, Westbrook's out. All right? Westbrook now he's probably, what team am I going to play for? He don't even know. All right? This is what LeBron does. I've never seen a player want so much. Guess what he wants? Don't like it. You get out of here. I want this person now. I don't like him. Now I'm hearing AD he wants out because he was hearing that LeBron wanted Kevin Durant. And now let's look at Kevin Durant going to Phoenix. All of them healthy. That's crazy right there. Now, but that's the new wave, right? You can't get mad. There's a lot of people that are mad. Oh, Kevin Durant, look what he did. Or even when he went to the Warriors, that's a new wave. Don't matter if he went to a 73-9 team. Don't matter what. He went to a team with other superstars to get a ring. LeBron went to a team with other superstars to get a ring. You cannot, it's the same thing. Everybody says, nah, it's not the same thing. The Warriors already won a chip. Oh, the Warriors, they were 73-9. What Durant did was worse. They did the same thing. If somebody kills somebody with a gun, shoots them in the head, or this guy right here stabs somebody in the heart, they both killed somebody. They're both going to jail. They chose different weapons, all right? He chose a different way to do it. Maybe he had more strategy in how he did it. I'm going to sneak up behind him at night and shoot him, and this one I'm going to just go straight up broad daylight and stab him. They did it in different ways, but guess what? They're both going to jail because they both committed a crime. They both killed somebody, murder, all right? With the intent to kill, murder. They both did the same thing. LeBron did the same thing Kevin Durant did. So everybody stopped with that, but Durant did it worse. No, they went to another team to enhance their chances of winning a chip. So they're in the same boat. All right, LeBron fans? Okay? So this is it. LeBron, you are not the GOAT. Jordan is the GOAT. Everything Jordan had to do, everything, the player he was, his skill set, his mindset, his clutch, one of the greatest, scorers of all time, shooters. Trust me, if he would have came out of high school and he would have played 20 seasons, he probably would have had 45,000 points. So good, for LeBron for passing Kareem, but that doesn't make him the GOAT. Didn't make Kareem the GOAT, doesn't make LeBron the GOAT. Jordan will be the GOAT always. Kobe's right there next. LeBron, I don't even know. You still got Curry who could pass you. You're tied up with Curry. When Jordan was in his prime, nobody ate. Jordan destroyed the 90s. Nobody ate. People are eating in LeBron's prime. All right, Dirk ate. KD ate. Curry ate. Greek ate. People ate. Tim Duncan ate. People's eating in LeBron's prime. Nobody ate in Jordan's prime. That's it for right now. I'm going to make more videos. Mr. Funny Man 100. Ain't nothing funny, man, about this video, but I definitely always keep it 100. Subscribe. My followers, please come back to me. I'm going to keep making more videos. I'm out. Peace.